So here's all the upgrades that I've actually done to my 24-gallon JBJ Nano Cube. Um, First off, what I did do before I made my canopy was I actually made my tank rimless, which wasn't really hard. All I had to do was go in with a razor blade and poke it under the original silicone and trim. And then I got a saw and I cut it into sections in one corner to one corner to here, and then to the other existing side parallel to each other. And then all you have to do is just peel it up. I mean, it's super easy. And it looks great. I mean, absolutely great. Then from there, what I did, well, was before I made it rimless, I obviously made sure that I bought me a light to replace my hood. Because once you make it rimless, the hood don't go back on there no more. It just does not stay. Well, I got me a Kessel 160WE, I believe it is, without the spectral controller at first, because obviously I'm on a budget. I don't really have a lot of money, so I was just using the knobs at the time. Well, that was doing pretty good, you know. I was being patient and everything, and then I ended up buying the spectral controller for it, which I absolutely love. It gives you so much controllability to the Kessel. I mean, I think you get to like 15% on your lowest setting on intensity, and then it just shuts off. With this, you actually get 5, and obviously you get to do your timer where you don't have to manually do it every day. Wake up in the morning, turn it on. When you go to bed, turn it off. And I bought that for it, and the same time I bought it, I bought this Hydor Slim Skim Nano. Well, I'm going to tell you what, I really should have done my research before I bought this thing, because it's really been a pain in my butt. So what I had to do was, yet again, peel off the back trim off the tank, once again, to get this to fit, because it will not fit with that trim on there. I don't care how hard you try, it just is not going to work. So what I did is I peeled off the trim on the back, and I just left the corner pieces. Basically for stability reasons. I'm not sure if it actually matters or not, it being on there or not, but I'm just super paranoid with all the problems I originally had with the tank at first, so I was just like, nah, I'm going to leave them corner pieces on there so I don't wake up to a tank all over my floor. Well, I'm going to do a review on this Hydor Slim Skim because I'm not really happy with it. I think I should have did a better option than just that. I didn't really want to buy the JBJ. I don't really like the air stones with the protein skimmers. I had one which was a Lee's protein skimmer, and I liked it, and it worked so good for about a week and a half, and then the air stones started becoming crap. So I was like, screw this, I'm going to get me a freaking real nice quality made protein skimmer. So I was like, okay, I'll buy that. But anyhow, the review for that is coming soon. And I also bought this too, all in like a package deal, all in one kind of deal. I had a Hydor Nano, just a continuously running power head. But I bought this Jabio, I believe it's a Jabio Wave Maker. I think it's one of the smallest ones you can get, which is the 10, I believe. And it works great. I mean, obviously I just got it to where it flexes the top of my water. I'm not really big into the whole waves, but I'll show you the waves real quick. I mean, I've had it for about 6 to 9 months, or 6 to 7 months, and it works great. I mean, I turned it up where it would push some waves. It means it does great. The corals love it. I mean, everything gets movement in it. Zinnia's waving, the feather duster, Ethelia, Zinnia. I mean, my tank loves flow, but I personally, just my opinion, I like it when it just flexes the top instead of makes the big waves, just to give it some random flow. I wonder what else I bought. I bought other things too. No, that might be it. I think so. But after that, I wasn't really satisfied with the Kessel. For some reason, it just was not enough light for me. So what I did is I stripped the hood off of my... Well, I stripped the hood apart, and I basically made my own floating canopy. And then I wood burned my son's name into it, Ryder. And I put Ryder's Reef, because originally I want this tank to get him into the hobby so we can enjoy it together. But right now it's kind of hard because he's 9 months old and he thinks anything with color or shiny is pretty dang cool. But anyhow, what I did is I took the fans, put them on the outside, and I got to get a new motherboard because mine isn't working for the fans. I put a voltage tester to it. I think I have a resistor that's out or something on it, or the circuit's broke on the circuit board or whatever it's called. But here's the internal components of it. I actually cut the reflector down and put one on each side to give it some kind of reflection away from that wood, so it would help with the heat. There's my 2 LEDs right there I use for moonlights, and obviously my Kessel that pokes out through the top. Got an octinic blue, and then I got a 50/50, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to replace this one for another octinic because it makes the tank look really good. And I just made my own hood, and it looks great. I mean, at night I only use the compact fluorescence as basically I use it for there are the LEDs. I use it for like a supplement light to help with the LED Kessel, but the Kessel does great by itself. I mean, it's right now I'm sure it's not even on 100%. It's at color is at 54% and intensity is at 83. So I mean, here so you can see it. Sorry about that. And I'll go into what I set my Kessel up for and what I use and the light schedule that I use for my compact fluorescence and my LED. But I'll do reviews on everything that I got, especially this Hydor Slim Skim or Hydor Slim Skim protein skimmer that I got here. For some reason I keep having to clean it like every week to keep it pumping water and air bubbles up to create that foam. For some reason I think my motor's going out, and it hasn't even really been a year. When it works great. I mean, dark, thick skim, I mean, just absolutely great. But for some reason I'm having a lot of problems for mine. I'm not sure if that's a manufacturer error or if it's just the product error itself. And that's all I got, and I will do reviews on everything that I got. Also, I made this homemade frac rack out of, you know, your standard egg crating or light diffuser that at Home Depot, Menards, Ace, I'm pretty sure has it. Anywhere, it's pretty much a hardware store. What I did is I glued it onto a magnet, and I glued 2 pieces together so I can use that as for my propagation for corals, because before I'd basically throw everything away, because I mean, I don't know a lot of people that do this, and that's why I'm doing a YouTube channel, and I have a Facebook group on Facebook. It's Southeast Missouri Reef Keepers for the Southeast Missouri area.